evening, everyone. Good evening. How's everybody doing? Good evening. Good evening to everyone. How's everyone doing? Good evening to everyone. How's everybody doing? Good evening. Let's share so we can start. I want to say a couple of things that I want to get out of my chest. And this is dedicated, first of all, let me present myself. I'm Oscar Blue for Motor Network News, for America's Voice, and I represent myself also. How's everybody doing? Good evening to everyone in America. Good evening to everyone in Tijuana, Baja California. Good evening to everyone in Mexico. How's everyone doing? It's something that is really a concern, and it really upsets me. Really gets me right there in the gut what our government has turned into with this president. And I want to say something to you guys that happened with the guy that is in charge of the Department of Health over here in Mexico. The guy that is in charge of the Department of Health in our country in Mexico, his last name is Alcázar. He just did, and he just went off the record, quote unquote, on something that is the most irresponsible, idiotic, and also stupid thing to say. And it tells and it relates a lot on how our country, what is going and what is becoming to. Really, it is something that is disgusting, preoccupying, and there's no words for what is happening. But let me just go back to what I'm about to say. And this is a message for the people that follow the President Andrés Manuel López Obrador. That is the President of Mexico. That is my president. This is for all you guys. A week ago, our president and what you guys call the Global Office or the Oval Office, something like that you call it, where the president sits down, his office, and over here we called it the Sala Presidencial. La Sala Presidencial, presidential suite, where he has his main office. This is news that happened a couple weeks ago, but it kind of goes with what I'm about to say, and it tells you a lot where our country is going and why our country is like this. That is a mess. The presidential Oval Office of Mexico, it had some pictures of our most important figures in our culture, in our history, like Benito Juárez, like José María Morelos y Pavón. Those kind of heroes, Miguel Hidalgo. Those kind of people, they had pictures on the Oval Office of the President, or the office of the President, the presidential office. This guy goes in there and he takes those pictures off and he puts pictures of Simón Bolívar. Simón Bolívar was a socialist communist from Venezuela that he fought to make a one country, to be a whole continent exactly the same. And also he has a picture of Jose Marti. Jose Marti is a poet from Cuba, that he was a communist and a great leader for the Cubans. Disgusting. That tells you a lot how this president is a communist, how this president has disrespected everybody in Mexico, taking away heroes from Mexico. You guys know that I constantly repeat a phrase that is, the respect of other humans' right is the peace. The respect of other humans' right is the peace. It was a phrase used by Benito Juarez. And this guy took that picture off of this guy. My God, man. Where am I going with this? I'm going that our country, if Mexicans don't wake up, we are going to find Mexico in the next years coming as a communist country. And nobody's doing anything about it. It's so sad. This guy from the Secretary of Health, the guy that is in charge, his name is Alcázar, he just went on the record with people that they are, he's in charge of people, where he's in charge of the Secretary of Health, but he had a plan, economic plan for the people that they have cancer. And this is why I'm mad, because the guy, this guy Alcázar, he told the press and he told everybody that the cancer people, they're okay, that they don't need help, that they don't need funds, that the kids that have cancer in Mexico, they're okay, that they don't need chemos, that they don't need prescription medicine, or they don't need nothing like that. They're okay. It's so sad that we have these type of people in our government. So a corrupt government that is going for communism now. And this is what is happening now in our country. A president goes into his Oval Office. He takes pictures down of our heroes, Mexican heroes, born in our land. For a lot of people, those were the heroes. And puts pictures of Simón Bolívar and Jose Marti. People that they're not even from Mexico. People that they were not even born in Mexico. And you're talking about communist people. Communist people. And now the Department of Health, that this guy by name Alcázar says that they don't have funds. First of all, they don't have funds to provide medicine for the people of cancer. But they have money, $100 million, to support Central America. They have 2,600 pesos to 6,000 pesos to support people from the caravan monthly. They have all of this contributions that they're giving to the people of Central America, but they don't have money for the people that they have cancer in Mexico, for the kids that they have cancer, for the women that they have breast cancer. And this is so amazing that we have so much poverty over here that we are not a priority anymore. Like I've been telling everybody in my country and everybody in my city, I've been telling everybody, we are not a priority anymore. We're not. We stopped being a priority. We stopped. And it is amazing how this kind of situations are happening. And it is amazing that Mexicans don't care anymore. And it is amazing that they see that our country is heading for communism and for socialism. and nobody says that it's good. Nobody thinks that it's bad. Everybody's saying we're good. We're good. And the most amazing thing that he does interviews. He has a program. Dale pues. The president has a program in the mornings that is called Las Mañaneras. Las Mañaneras is a program that the president started implementing for the press, for they can ask him daily questions about what is going on in our country. And there was a reporter, they told the president yesterday morning, they told him, what is going on in Tapachula? Why is so much poverty, President? Why are you not creating jobs? Why are you not keeping your word that the first is the poverty of Mexico and you're helping other people? And he says, I don't know which Tapachula you're talking to me about. The Tapachula that I know, I just created 80,000 jobs. That is a lie. I was right there, and there was a lot of people in poverty in that city, in that state of Chiapas. He said, I don't know what you're talking about. Me supporting immigrants. We are supporting everybody. They need a second chance. And the reporter says, but what about the indigenous? What about the poor people in Tapachula? Why are you not supporting them? Why are you not creating those jobs? Where are those jobs? I don't know what you're talking about. I got different statistics. So these are the things that our president is doing. These are the situations that we're involved in. Sad. Sad that a lot of people are still believing on him. They still believe him. They still believe on the Mexican dream that everything is going to change. They still believe that our country is going to change. And that tells you a lot. Him putting a picture of Simon Bolivar instead of Mexican presidents tells you a lot about what we represent today and what our country is heading to, and why he is opening the door for communism and for socialism, why he follows Maduro, why he's best friends with Maduro, why he's a Bolivariano. He believes in Simón Bolívar's ideology, una sola patria, one flag for the whole continent. He believes in that. And I will tell you something, Mr. President. I will tell you something. You don't represent me. Hell no. You don't represent me. I was born here in this land where you were born. I remember 3 times you tried to be the president. And the 3 times you lost. And in the 4th time, everybody believed in you because you used the suffering of people and you use it as a reverse psychology for them to vote for you. And they voted for you. And they trusted you. And now you're turning your country into communism, into socialism, and to people that they have the same right. The people that have, do you think that there's the people that have the same right and the same priorities as Mexicans? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Our president is a disgrace. Is a traitor to our country. He is a traitor to our country. And he has turned other people into being a priority, and us, we're second-class citizens now. Unbelievable, people. It is crazy what is happening over here. He told us that he was going to end the poverty. But he didn't say which poverty. He told us that he was going to help the poor. But he did not say which poor people. Let me talk to somebody right here. It is Chabelas. Talk to Spanish. LOL is ridiculous. Talk to AMLO in Spanish. Talk to him in Spanish. It is Chabelas. I just did an interview with a guy that has more than 80,000 followers at YouTube in Spanish that is going to go viral this afternoon. I'm talking in English because I want to tell the American public that this is coming to their side of town. If you don't know what I'm talking about, and if you're insulting right now Mexican people, telling everybody that Mexican people don't know how to speak English also. The majority of Mexicans know how to speak 2 languages, even 3 or 4. Think about what you're talking. Échale cabeza, échale cerebro la próxima vez, por favor. Unbelievable. And this is amazing because we need to understand. Sí, sí eres, sí lo eres. Y te lo estoy diciendo. Y si no te gusta, pa' afuera. Órale, pa' afuerita. No te voy a soportar yo, ¿eh? Te me vas pa' afuerita si no te gusta. Así como vas. Así como vas. Vámonos. Vas pa' afuera. Vas pa' afuera. Órale. ¿Cómo vas? And it is amazing how this kind of situations is pushing up to the north. It's pushing. And all these kind of situations, nobody is doing anything about it. And it's pushing to our borders. It's pushing to our borders. And it's like talking about Venezuela for that, you know, particular individual right now saying you're talking in English to your president. Don't be an idiot. I'm talking to the public about the president. It's like talking about Venezuela and, you know, I can't talk in, oh my God, these ignorant people. I can't talk in English because I need to talk in Spanish if I need to talk about Venezuela. God, ignorancy. But just for everybody to know, this is what our country is turning into. And it's really difficult to digest everything, like removing the ideology of becoming Simón Bolívar is just a disgrace. It's just a disgrace. Another one. Do they think AMLO is here listening? No, it's not. It's just for me explaining. So if I put, you know what? I'm going to start blocking people. If I say something about the president, doesn't mean that the president is going to listen. Can I have an opinion to express what I feel about my president or not? Los de la fregada. Tan bravos, cabrones. Amazing. Amazing. And the situations that is happening with the guy that is the Secretary of Health and in charge of you know, providing medicine for the people with cancer and telling everybody, quote unquote, no, it's okay, Lorraine, it's okay, I'm sorry, I apologize. Telling everybody, quote unquote, everybody with cancer is okay. Everybody with cancer is okay. Saying that everybody in Mexico is okay. It's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. And it is, I don't understand really what happened. I can't understand what is going on. I don't understand what's happening. It is just a turning point right now in our lives. But I can see where it's going. And all these things that he's doing is going to affect the future of our country. Really it is. It's going to affect the future of our country. And it's going to affect the 9.8 million kids that they don't have resources. Look, I will tell you something, what is going on over here in Tijuana. There's a public school over here that they are now saying that it's going to be for people, they're migrants. People are there from Central America. That's the plan. To have people from Central America only to go to that school, only to go to that public school. When you have 9.8 million minors without resources for education. And you are creating a school for migrants. But you have 9.8 million minors without resources for education, but you're changing a school that it was a public school for Mexicans. Now you're changing it for migrants. Only for migrants. Unbelievable. Incredible. There's a lot of kids over here in Tijuana. They don't have an opportunity to go to a high school because high schools over here, they're packed. They're packed. And, you know, for me to express what is going on in Mexico, I think that is vital and important for the United States because we are neighbors. We are neighbors. And we are together on the news. We are together. You know, we're exchanging every time the news. We're close together. And it is important for me to tell you what our president is doing now. It's a disgrace to our country. Really it is. It's a disgrace to our country. And now, you know, you got people that saying that they don't have funds for the people with cancer in Mexico. That they don't have funds. But why they don't have funds? And they have funds for a migrant caravan. They have all these millions. They have millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars for the caravan. They have 100 million to go over there to El Salvador and to support the caravan. They have, you know, monthly payments for families, 3,000 pesos for families. When you got families, poor people in Mexico, that they don't get 1 cent. It is really unfortunate. And this is a message to my president, to the American public, to know what is happening. You're failing, man. And you just turned your back on every single Mexican in our country. You're turning your back on every single one of them. And people are waking up. But we need to act. And we need to react about how the money of our country is being spent and how we are treated as a second-class citizens now. It's unbelievable. Exactly how it's happening in the United States. That they give medical care and they give all these things to irregular migrants. $188.9 billion were spent on 2017 to 2018. Unbelievable, don't you think so? It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. How the United States spends all this money on helping Central America, El Salvador, Guatemala. And now you see Mexico that it doesn't have the resources to support other countries. And he's doing it. He's doing it. He doesn't have no money to support other countries, and he's doing it. Or he's making us believe that he doesn't have money. And he's doing it. 60 million in poverty, man. 68 million without medical care. And you don't have money to help the people with cancer. But you have money to give every single family of migrants that they're coming in between 3,000 and 6,000 pesos a month. It's unbelievable. Here, we got a comment right here. Let me read the comment. Alfonso Garcia says, let me see right here. Where are you? Stupid people that voted for him. People doesn't listen to what he was saying in campaign. He was saying the same thing like Chavez and Maduro and like all liberal socialists and Democrats. Yes. Yes, but he used the psychology. He used the reverse psychology. People were suffering, and because Peña Nieto did a horrible job in the last 6 years, people turned on the other political parties, and they turned to the savior that it was AMLO. Unfortunate. So sad. So sad, but it is what is going on. It is what is going on in our country. And I don't know, you know, there's little things that are happening. Little things that are happening here and there. You know, like, let me tell you something that is happening right here in Tijuana. They're making everybody believe that the water, they're cutting the water. You know, water, the shower, the toilet, the water. And you pay a monthly receipt for the water, right? And now they're doing it every month. They're saying because they are cleaning pipes, they are manufacturing other parts to create more venues for the water to go to certain parts of the city where there's no water. And they're cutting the water every now and then. They're saying, oh, you know, in this parts of the city, there's not going to be no water for 3 to 4 days. But they're saying because they're fixing things, and they show you something that is fixing. No, it's not. Our last governor, he stole 1,200 million pesos. And he asked money borrowed from the Commission of Water in Mexico, in Tijuana, in Baja California. He asked for money to borrow to pay that money, because that money, he stole it. And the teachers and the government of state, they were, you know, they couldn't pay the teachers or the government of state workers. So what's happening now? They're making everybody believe that it's because they're fixing things. They're not. What is happening in Venezuela? Exactly what is happening in Venezuela. Exactly what is happening with the electricity in Venezuela. Electricity in Venezuela started happening like this. Power's out. Why? There was a generator that exploded. We need to fix it. You're going to be out by 7 days. And it started happening like that. And every month they started saying, hey, you know, we need to cut the electricity because you know, there's you know, we're fixing some, you know, some generators. No, they're not. It's happening little by little. Over here, it started happening last year, and in this year, it's happening again. And right now, they're cutting the water, and then they let it back in, and the water is not that fluent like it's supposed to be. So it's really little. You know, it goes slowly back to normal. Why they're doing that? Why? Why? It's happening. It's happening in our country. They're trying to turn it now, and they're trying to making it look like, oh no, they're fixing a pipe. Electricity's out. Oh, they need to fix a generator. They put the prices up on water. Hey, you know, the bill of water was really high. Why? Because they cut it and then they let it loose again. So it's happening little by little. And people are going to call me crazy. They're going to call me stupid. Like, no, it's not that. You know, it is always happens. You know, that's why they're trying to, that's why the last president was trying to privatize the water industry over here. The water government dependency. He was trying to privatize that. So his buddies put this little, you know, companies over here where they can pay the water. And they can cut the water whenever they want to. They start making money. It's exactly the same. And it's happening over here in Tijuana. That's why I'm so upset. That's why I'm so upset that this kind of situations, they're really close to the United States. We're neighbors. They're really close to the United States. And it's happening. That's why they're saying Mexico is running out of water. The world is running out of water. It's not. No, it's not running out of water. The environmentalists saying that, you know, we need more grass to produce electricity. Because if we don't, there's not going to be no electricity anymore. Wow. Unbelievable, people. Freaking believable. So this is happening. So I want to say hi to everybody. Later on this afternoon, probably I will do a YouTube video. Just did an interview with one guy that he is pretty strong on YouTube. And that interview is going to be in Spanish later on this afternoon. Also, I'm going to have an interview with a guy from Chile later on this afternoon, so we can talk about what is happening over there in Chile and what is happening over here in our country, in Mexico, and our border. So it was really nice talking to you guys. Sorry about the trolls right there. They're trying to get in here and try to trigger me. I don't get triggered. I just get upset. I get upset of the situations that is happening in my country. I don't get upset of their comments. Their comments, I don't really give a damn. But I get upset of what is going on over here, and they don't know what is going on over here. They really don't know what is going on over here. They really don't know, and they want to open their mouth. It's unbelievable. So I will talk to you guys in a few seconds. I will talk to you guys in a few minutes. We will do a live feed probably later on this afternoon. I will try to go again into that motel that is full with people from Africa and people from Haiti. I will try to infiltrate myself to give you guys the information that you guys need. It was really nice talking to you guys. God bless you all. Stay safe, you know, all of you. Follow my partner, Conservative Anthony, as he's running for Congress of District 16 of El Paso. Follow him as he's trying to do his best. And Lorraine, I'm sorry. I apologize to you. You're a great fan. Apologize. And, you know, stay safe, everyone. And give you guys a nice hug today. Have a beautiful, I think it is Thursday. I think so. If it is Thursday, have a beautiful Thursday. Stay safe. And always remember, people, peace and love, everybody. Because always, your country is first. Stay safe.